Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Hannah. Welcome. I make videos all about mindfulness, self-care and lifestyle vlogs. And today's video is going to be probably my most highly requested video of all time, which is my nail care routine. And I don't know why I never ever got around to filming this. I did nail art and nails for so many years, and I've now moved into more of the mindfulness space as I've become a meditation teacher and as my life has changed. And I don't really know why I never got around to doing my nail care routine, but here we are. I was getting ready to do my nails the other day and I realized that my nail care routine is something I do every couple of days or maybe at least once a week, and I don't know, it's such a mindful activity. It's a time where I really slow down, I relax, and I just become super present and in the moment and take care of my nails. And I thought I should definitely be sharing this with you guys, especially because it's been so highly requested. So I'm really excited to share my nail care routine with you today. I hope you enjoy and we'll get into the video. So this is what my nails look like beforehand, and as you can see they're looking pretty healthy. I have been taking really good care of them, and the first thing that I do is I buff my nails. So I grab a nail file, one that's been really well used and that's really soft and not too abrasive, and I use this to buff the surface of my nail. And what this does is it gets rid of any ridges and it gets rid of any, flaky edges and just really smooths out the surface of my nail. And I do this in circular motions, as you can see, and I find that this is really gentle and a really good way to buff and smooth the surface of my nail without causing any damage. And so I'm just going to do this for each of my nails, and I do this pretty slowly and repeat in circular motions for each of my nails until they're really nice and smooth. And as you can see, there's a really fine layer of dust that appears on the surface of the nail from buffing it back. So the next step is to rinse my hands. And I find that this also softens the nails, which is really helpful for the next step that we're going to get into. And while I'm rinsing my hands, I take this as an opportunity to be really mindful, to notice how the water feels, to become observant of what it looks like, and just become really present in the moment. So the next step is to shape my nails, and what I do here is, again, using the same file, or you could use a slightly more abrasive one for this step. So what I do is repeatedly swipe the nail file across the tip of my nail in the same direction. It's really important to just use one direction when you're doing this, otherwise you can cause damage to the tips of the nails. And I just do this to create the shape that I want to get. So at the moment I'm really enjoying like a rounded almond shaped nail, but sometimes I like to do more square nails or scroval. It's really up to you what shape that you want to make your nails. Now, if I was wanting to cut my nails back, this is where I would come in with some clippers, and then I would use the nail file to just smooth off the edges again. And before I move on to the next step, I just like to run my finger across the tip of each nail just to check that there's no sharp or uneven edges, and just to check that it's really smooth. Otherwise you will find that your nail will catch on things, and there's a risk that it could get damaged if this happens. The next step is to apply a treatment, and I always do this as a base coat before I paint my nails with any nail polish. I find it just adds an extra layer of protection, and it's just really good to help nourish and strengthen the nails. So the treatment that I've been using lately is called Miracle Treatment Base Coat by Kester Black. And so I'm just applying a coat of this to each nail and allowing it to dry. The next step is to add cuticle oil. I absolutely love cuticle oil. It's one of my favorite things, And the one that I've been using lately is a color therapy one from Hansen, and it is in the scent Rose Oil. It is such a beautiful cuticle oil. So what I'm doing is applying this to each of my cuticles, and then once I've applied that, I'm then going to come in and rub it in to the cuticles. So what this does is it helps to nourish the skin around our nails, which is our cuticle, and it also helps to stimulate nail growth. So cuticle oil is an absolute must in your nail care routine. And the last step is to moisturize. So I'm just grabbing a hand lotion. This one is a hand and nail cream from OPI in their Avoplex range. And I'm just going to rub this into my hands and my cuticles. Again, like cuticle oil, this helps to stimulate nail growth and really nourish the skin. And I usually also take this opportunity to push back my cuticles because I find that they're really soft now from all the oil and the moisturizer, and it's just a good time to push your cuticles back if that's something that you like to do. Again, this really helps to stimulate nail growth, so it's definitely something I recommend, but just make sure you go gently because it can hurt sometimes, especially if you're doing this for the first time. I then just allow the oils to soak into my skin for probably about half an hour to an hour, and then sometimes afterwards, if I don't want to have oily hands touching things, I will grab some soap and wash my hands and wash off all the oil and the moisturizer just so that my hands aren't too oily. So that is it for my nail care routine. I really hope that you enjoyed watching it. This is just what I do to take care of my nails, to help get them really healthy and strong, and it's something that I do all the time. So I'm really glad that I could share it with you today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye. Mwah.